What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 squad? Welcome back into another video. I know I took a long time making this video. I had some things come up, some exciting news, not bad news, exciting news coming up. It's just that it's taking me away from doing this video, but now I'm here, I'm making this video, and this is all about Blake Martinez. Now, as you guys know, the Giants signed Blake Martinez to a 3-year, $30 million deal, and at the time, I was not happy about it, and I'm still not happy about it. The only thing that really excites me is the fact that Dave Gettleman signed a lot of these free agents to mid-year, not very long year contracts, 3 years tops on most of these guys, and that to me is a huge plus, just in case we have to pull the string. Usually the guaranteed money usually runs out in the second year on 3-year contracts. I expect it to be the same way with these guys, but I did a deep dive into Blake Martinez and watching the film and kind of dissecting what he is as a player. So I'm going to call it Into the Blue, the deep dive into Blake Martinez. No, I'm just going to call it Into the Blue, Blake Martinez film analysis. That I try to make it oceanic. I try to make, blue ocean deep dive. Doesn't work. Alright, so what I can initially gather about Blake Martinez is that he is always on the field, and I'll put some film in here and there, but I'll also do a hands-on film analysis with you guys as we're going over the film together later on in the video. But my initial thoughts on Blake Martinez is he's always on the field. If you look at his snap count per Pro Football Reference, and they are amazing at stats and statistics they have a statistic on almost everything. And the guy is, every season, the guy is playing almost about 100% of the snaps. He's never gotten past like 90, under 90. He's always on the field, which also means he's always on nickel packages, blitz packages, everything. So the Packers really had trust in Blake Martinez, and as you guys know, the Packers had an astounding defense last year, very surprising, but the weakness was what? The middle of the field. They were allowing huge plays down the field, and a lot of that was because of Blake Martinez. Now, I'm not going to come out here and say Blake Martinez is a terrible player. He's not a terrible player, but you have to put him in the right situations. I think he's more of a run support linebacker, but at the same time, he's not a hard-hitting linebacker like a Luke Kuechly. I'm not saying let's go out and get a Luke Kuechly, that every linebacker has to imitate Luke Kuechly because of his greatness. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. But you would like a guy that meets the running back halfway, or meets the running back, behind the line of scrimmage. Blake Martinez is the type of linebacker that will wait for the running back or ball carrier to get to him to make a tackle. Now, if he has a clear angle, if the guy has a clear angle, he is going to make the tackle and meet the running back halfway at the same angle. But there are a lot of times where he's shifting through guys. He's not the first to get to the running back. As you guys know, the inside linebacker's main priority in any type of defense really is the running back. They are responsible for diagnosing the play. If it's a run or a pass, they have to communicate that with their teammates and kind of fit that offense the way it should be to not allow that offense to make a successful play. So you have to diagnose if it's a run or a pass, and if it's if it's some kind of interaction with the running back, you have to diagnose, is it a play action, is it a real run, is it a draw play, what's going on, and you also have to make a play on the ball carrier, on the running back. If the running back hands off the ball, you need to be spying him all the time. Blake Martinez seems very lazy when doing that. He never has his knees bent or his arms bent ready in that inside linebacker position. He always starts that way, but off the snap, the guy is literally like this with his back, a little bent, and his arms all the way down, waiting for the guy to get to him. An inside linebacker is aggressive. A player is aggressive. You see this in safeties as well. A player is usually aggressive, a defensive player, when their arms, their knees are bent, their back is sort of bent, and they're ready to come at you. That's not what you get in Blake Martinez. Granted, I have seen a couple of plays where he does that, but when that's when he has a perfect opening to that player where the gap is right there, and he's able to get to the ball carrier. Now, he is a very successful blitzer from the inside, which is a plus. The Packers loved to use this guy in double A gap situations. They'll also throw a safety in there as well with him, but he's been pretty successful and he's had at least one sack every season he's played with the Packers, which is not saying a lot, but he does occasionally blitz the passer from the inside and is occasionally successful, which is all you could want right now in getting pressure from the inside linebacker position. His pass coverage is not good whatsoever, but his run stuffing ability isn't fantastic. I think the tackles are very skewed. I'm kind of going to be nitpicking the way he tackles, just to be a little petty. The guy's making $10 million a year from the inside linebacker position. So let's get right into the film analysis. So first in this film analysis, this is game 1 against the Chicago Bears. You can see Blake Martinez right here, and he's going to come up and get to the A gap, which this is exactly what the Green Bay Packers like to do. And you can tell that the Packers are running some sort of NASCAR. You can see here you got Preston Smith, Kyler Fackrell, who's also a New York Giant. I can't see who that is. It looks like 97, but it can't be Kenny Clark. And there's Darius Smith. Bunch of pass rush. It looks like a NASCAR, but this is definitely a blitz package, and you can see Blake Martinez is still on the field, and so they do trust him here. This is going to be, I think there's a nickel. They have Preston Smith in coverage, but he has the ability to rush the passer from the inside. You can see him here, able to get right past Long. Right past, that's not Whitehair. I don't know who the center is. I know that's Whitehair. Right past him. Has that pursuit and angle and gets right to the shoelaces. This is another thing I wanted to mention, that Blake Martinez just loves to shoelace tackle a bunch of guys, never really hits a guy head on, and we'll get to that later on in this video. Maybe you guys already seen the highlight reel of that. And so check this out. This is now Blake Martinez and his pass coverage ability. There are a lot of times where I see Blake Martinez is at the right place but at the wrong time. You could tell he's ready to diagnose a play. He kind of knows what's going on, but a little too late. You can see that the Packers are running some sort of a cover 3 situation here, and you can see the slot receiver get behind Blake Martinez. If you guys don't know where he's at, he's right here. I believe this is Allen Robinson, and you can tell he's going to run a post right behind Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez is in his zone, but should kind of realize Allen Robinson is the only one in the vicinity. Should follow him up, read the quarterback's eyes. He does. He reads him too late and does not get there. The ball is incomplete because of the safety, but you can see it from a better view here. So check this out now. You're going to see Martinez. You can see Martinez's eyes. Look at Martinez's eyes. He's reading out Robinson. He's going to give him a little push to get him off the route, but he's not able to get there in time. You can see at the bottom right-hand corner, you can see Blake Martinez. He knows what's going on. He just can't get there in time, and I have another play that is similar to that. Check out this play. This is one of the things I really am struggling with, because here's Blake Martinez right here. Should have probably put that circle. But here's Blake Martinez right here. He is responsible for, obviously, the running back coming out the backfield. This is Tariq Cohen, one of the best scat backs in the league for sure. So Blake Martinez has, him to defend. He sees him on this wheel route and decides not to stick with him. I get it's zone, but once you know where a pass is going to go, you could follow this player. He lets him go right behind him. Again, the middle of the field. We just saw a play where the middle of the field is wide open. This is the only problem of the Packers defense. And I'm sorry for the bad quality, guys. My computer didn't stream this all very well from NFL Game Pass. But you can see a better view here. Blake Martinez lining up at that inside spot, shifting a little bit because, of this play action reverse here. And they dropped, by the way, just a quick note, they dropped Preston Smith in coverage a lot. But anyway, Blake Martinez sees this play. It's too late. You can already see his eyes. It's too late. Tariq Cohen for the reception. This is nothing but nobody's but Blake Martinez's fault. He's supposed to see him coming off of that wheel route. Doesn't really show where Blake Martinez goes after this, but you could see it in the other view here. You can see that Blake Martinez sticks to his zone with no other receivers. Blake Martinez could just take a look. It's a 4 verticals, man. It's an all go play. read the quarterback. You could tell he was looking at him the whole way. Follow the running back. This is the all-go situation. Why are you still in coverage down here? Now we're going to go to some decent film from Blake Martinez. This is against the Minnesota Vikings. I don't know what week this is. This might be week 2, so game 2. You can see Dalvin Cook here. We'll run this in real time. It's going to be a stretch to the left side for the offense, left side. Blake Martinez finds that open angle, open gap, wide open, clear path to the running back and attacks the gap. Now, I could understand in some situations, we'll see this later on, I can understand in some situations where the gap isn't there and you kind of have to shift through players to get there, but he doesn't get very aggressive. And this is not even that aggressive, but he had an open lane. Again, he had to move a little bit because of this lineman here, but had that open lane, open tackle here, and was able to wrap up. But you can notice here, Blake Martinez, when he tackles from the chest and kind of loosens up his arms to then get the shoelaces, to get the ankles. He's an ankle tackler, and I don't know if I like that at the NFL level from an inside linebacker. An inside linebacker that's known for his run support. I don't like that shoelace tackle, that ankle tackles. He kind of hits the guy head on and tackles from the ankle. And there's a lot of plays that show Blake Martinez doing that. A lot of plays. Now, this is Blake Martinez's best play that I've seen from Blake Martinez watching him. I watched a couple of games. Didn't want to watch all 16 games. But this is the best play I can see from Blake Martinez. Now, Blake Martinez is going to shout something out to the defensive line. He knows something's up. This safety is going to shift this way. Obviously, they know it's going to be a stretch to the outside right. It's a toss. And look at this. This is what I want to see. If you guys didn't catch that, watch Blake Martinez. He's going to come from the left inside position and attack the running back. And this was a pre-snap read type of play. And he knew where the running back was going to be at the right time. This was one of the most perfect angle tackles you could see in the NFL. All right, before Dalvin Cook got there, Blake Martinez knew exactly where to go. Let's watch from a different angle. Okay, this is Blake Martinez's best play that I've seen him on film this year. There's B.J. Goodson, former New York Giant as well. So it's clear right here. Boom. And he tackles from the chest. Tackles from the chest and does not let up to the ankles. Now, you could argue that he didn't get to the ankles because of this defender already had his ankles. But best play here, he hit him hard. You know, make the running back regret running into you. Okay, so now this is a play, again, in Game 2, where Blake Martinez, he's right here in this double A gap look right now. Again, in the nickel. He's playing on nickel downs. See Blake Martinez trying to diagnose a play. Empty set. Don't have to worry about a running back. And so Blake Martinez is going to drop back in coverage, get his eyes over here to this bunch, going to shift his eyes to the quarterback, recognize the quarterback is looking to the left. You can see his field of vision here. It's to the left. It's getting there. Now it's totally to the left. He's watching one of these guys. Blake Martinez reads that and proceeds to move towards these two wide receivers here. And you can see Blake Martinez trying to close up on the ball. See Preston Smith as well. Look at all these guys. Look how good this Packers defense is. But Blake Martinez almost got there. Almost got there. He's Kevin King. He's going to get... I don't know. Preston Smith's going to get that. But Blake Martinez is not stupid in coverage. He doesn't have the athleticism to be a field general. He doesn't have the athleticism to move sideline to sideline, quickly diagnose a play, and react. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think about Blake Martinez in the comment section below. Are you guys happy with this signing? So there you have it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys thought about it. Are you guys okay with Blake Martinez? Do you guys want him on the squad for this much money? What do you guys think? Do you guys think he's going to lead the team in tackles? Do you guys think he's going to be a star player on the defense? I want to know all your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.